Time for Smart Money with Fox40 financial analyst Keith Springer, and let's see if Keith can help us sort all this out. First of all, good morning, Keith. And yesterday, what did we do? We dropped about 60 points on the Dow.
Yeah, everybody's sort of looking at the fiscal cliff, the story you were just talking about. The world is trying to figure this one out to see if our lawmakers can finally come together and have a compromise. First time in many years.
Yeah, and we're waiting for the Kings to make the playoffs too. Hey, let's talk about some specific stocks. I'd love to talk about Facebook a little bit. We followed that so closely with the IPO, and it went down and stayed low. And now there's some changes, you know, because of the rules and when people can trade. We ought to be watching Facebook again, right?
Yeah, this is called the lockup. When you buy an initial public offering, you have to hold the shares for 6 months. And after 6 months, all the insiders are allowed to then go out and sell it on the open market. They have to file ahead of time. They can't just flood the market. They have to announce how many they want to sell. But the 6-month period is up, and they're expecting, you know, hundreds of millions of shares,
wow,
possibly to hit the market, which could push the stock down and, you know, several more points. So it's been expected. But it's not good news for Facebook right now because not a whole lot of people are buying it.
Oh, no. I mean, supply and demand, it's going to dramatically increase the supply. Watch it go down some more.
And Macy's facing pressure to break ties with someone who's been pretty controversial.
Yeah, you know, Donald Trump wasn't exactly the most responsible guy over the weekend. He is calling for a revolution after Obama was elected. It made a lot of people upset, so they got about 500 million signatures. The same guy that got Glenn Beck off of Fox months and years ago. So basically pushing, saying he was irresponsible, trying to get Macy's to stop carrying Trump's line of clothing. We'll see if that happens. I just thought it was an interesting story. A lot of people go to Macy's. Donald Trump's on the news a lot. So, you know, it could be kind of interesting to a lot of people out there.
Yeah, and it will be curious to see how long Trump remains just, you know, this important figure in our culture. And that's a little bit of a mystery. Maybe you money guys understand it better than the rest of us.
His mouth is so big. His hair is so big and his mouth is so big. It's hard not to...
Yeah, no doubt about it. Keith, we're going to talk to you later. In fact, you're answering questions from our viewers a little later this morning here on the Red Couch. Yeah, we look forward to it. If you have any questions for Keith Springer, by the way, send them to money@fox40.com. You can also call him up at 925-8900.
All right. So